Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, I'd been doing more thinking on Peggy and I wanted to give her another shot. So she's actually done not too bad for me in this battle. So I wanted to start recording, show you guys the replay. She's working with my girl Gwyneth. Now, I'm not saying this is the comp for Peggy. It just has the synergies that kind of work. So I'll show you this battle and then we'll get into why I think it works. Okay, so this is the team that I was using. Arthur with Rowan and Gwyneth behind him. We had a Leica in there for the haste and Peggy in the front row. So let's just go for a quick play. I'll slow it down so we can see what's actually happening. So Peggy starts forward. She runs back to the mid because she doesn't want to be at the front. And then the Knights knock back that Lucius. Now, in some situations, the knockback, there we go, there's the second one. Now the Lucius starts getting hit by Gwyneth's arrows. Now the knockback is very slow, it's not an instant thing. However, the knockback does interrupt that front row unit, so they can't really do their thing. And the thing with Lucius, he normally ults pretty quick, but we managed to shred him before any of that happened. And then it just becomes the cleanup crew, and that's about it. Obviously, she does apply those shields, which are really nice as well. Get some protection for your teammates. But that is pretty much what we're looking at. And then Brutus obviously ends up dying. So the reason I wanted to look at this was because the way she operates and the way she moves. If we go to Gwyneth's Signature item, Gwyneth fires 2 arrows in quick succession whenever she or a nearby ally uses their ultimate ability. Now, normally with Gwyneth comps, it was always like, and also on top of that, we got attack raised by 10% when in close proximity to another to an allied hero, and then it goes up to 30% at 30 signature item, and we have 20 at 10. Now the thing about this is Peggy, when she's in the front row, moves back to Gwyneth and stands next to her, and I'm not too sure whether she is in Arthur's range. I got to do more testing on that. But she does allow Gwyneth to proc her passives, which is really nice. And then obviously the Knights move forward and they do a little bit of tanking. They also have the knockback synergy where they knock back the tank into the line of Gwyneth's arrows as well. So it's just a synergy that I didn't think of when I looked at Peggy, but I think it can be decent. So that was a stage that I was stuck on pretty bad for a while. So I just want to do a little bit of progression. The other thing is, don't look specifically at my level, more look at my power. So we are pretty power cut because my Arthur, I did only just get him for this. I hadn't actually picked him up until I thought of this synergy and wanted to test it. And I'm out of purple upgrades. So my Arthur's sitting there at +7. So he's pretty trash. His gear is, I think his gear is actually all right because it's Albedo's gear. But then we've got my Gwyneth over here who is sitting at full tier, almost full tier 2. Wait, let's just fix that. She's sitting at full tier 2, so that's not too bad. She's looking pretty nice there. I've only got 3 furniture. I gotta go sort out my furniture. But yeah, 3 furniture and then only the 20 signature item. Now, obviously this get much better at 30 signature item. Gwyneth also fantastic at 25, but I don't want to put the investment in on this account yet. Obviously, Rowan is well invested. And then if we look at my Leica, she's at 20 and 3, which is a pretty decent spot for Leica. You know, she's looking not too bad. The gear isn't the greatest, but it's okay. So my team's not like my fully invested team. It's not like I'm using my Irons and my Albedo or my Lucretia or anything like that, but it's working quite nicely. Now, this one may be a pain because we do have the what's her face, but what we can do with this one is we can actually, we can't do that. So the thing with this is, which I just realized then, that Gwyneth has to be in the middle for this to work because that is what makes Peggy go. She prioritizes moving back to the mid and that's how we work it. And I just like being able to proc Gwyneth without having to use a Rosaline. So if we just go here on battle, let's just take a look. So there we go. They run forward, they knock that guy up. They only did one little knock there, but they're about to do a second one. Oh, wait, the pulverizer sucked there. So we're going to have to swap those tanks up. So we'll swap it up like this and see how this plays out. So oh, okay. So the Dwarven pulverizer is a big trump card against this team because he knocks back Arthur. I don't know if he knocks back Arthur if Arthur's at 30 signature item, but let's just go ahead and cruise through this one, see if we can do it. Get those running up. No, I'm gonna have to use a different team for this. Damn that pulverizer! He ruined my Peggy spotlight. All right, I'll clear the stage and we'll be back. Okay, thankfully that one was easy to Lucretia cheese because if I had to do Iron's team, then I had to swap all my gear over and then swap it all back, which would have been really tedious. But that worked fine with Lucretia. Happy days. Now, let's get back to the Peggy Gwyneth. And you know I'm excited whenever something... I don't know how I didn't think of it when Peggy first came into the game, because everything I think of, I instantly think, does it work with Gwyneth or does it work with Chicken Eron? It's like my first two criteria when a new hero comes out. Didn't even think about it with Peggy. I didn't think about it, but it's not bad. Okay, once again, Estrilda is gonna... Estrilda's gonna ruin my strat, I think. I think Estrilda ruins me. Let's see how Peggy works with Estrilda. Oh my god! Just when you want something to happen, and it doesn't, just straight up ain't happening the way I wanted it. So let's put Peggy in. Let's put Rowan in. Let's put the Leica in. I just like the Leica for the haste. That lasts like the Rowan and Leica you can really interchange. I feel like I need the Rowan just because like, you know, everything's not upgraded. But if like my Arthur was beefy, you could put like a Pharrell in here. Obviously you want to get the 3-piece Light Bearer bonus, but you know, any of those solid units with a bit of CC, Pharrell, maybe even an Odin, I don't know, anything, Pippa, stuff like that. But let's just go ahead here and see. Yeah, Peggy gets one shot. That kind of sucks. Oh my god. Just, okay. This is not how I planned this video to go. But hey, it is what it is. We're here now. I'm going to just go ahead and deal with it. And we'll put you in there. And I can't even remember who my other unit was. Let's do that. I don't know why I'm putting Pippa in. I just like Pippa at the moment because I got her. Let's go ahead and do this. Kill that Chimera. Ooh, rip. Back in a sec. Okay, got it. I'm not going to put the replay. Lucretia cheese. Happy days. Moving on to the next stage. Please do not have something annoying in the front row. Yes. Okay. This is a good one to demonstrate it. Let's go. Okay. So you go back there. You go. We put the Gwyneth in there. We get the Peggy happening. And then we get the Arthur. Where is he? Where's Arthur at? There we go. Hopefully this demonstrates. Let's put it on slow speed. Now she runs back. She's standing next to her. Unfortunately, and this is where I said, I don't think Peggy is in the field, but when Arthur is on top, it looks like she is. She's got 1 foot in the field, so I'm not too sure exactly how that works, but she did ult there and she's close to Gwyneth, so we get the double arrows on Gwyneth there. Gwyneth ulted, so we get the double arrows again. And it's just really nice that you have that synergy, plus we're getting that 20% extra damage from the Gwyneth. Now, keeping in mind, we don't get the crit buff or anything like that from Arthur because we don't have him at 20 signature item. So we're very bare bones in what we do have with this team because of the Arthur. But I just think that this could be a possible scenario in which she can be used, unless she dies instantly like that, which is less than optimal. So let's just mix this up. Let's mix this up. See how this pans out. Knight's not knocking back again, please. Okay, we're getting that tack buff. Peggy go. So we're getting all these double arrows happening. Unfortunately, we dropped. All right, let's try again. Maybe we swap the Leica here. I don't know if this helps. Then Peggy can get healed. So Leica's dead, which sucks because then we lose all the Arthur bonuses, but it's not gonna work. All right, we'll be back. I'm gonna make this work. I want Peggy Gwyneth to be a thing. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, so what I did was I subbed out the Leica for the Pharrell just to get that extra control because we were struggling with the survivability, and it worked quite nicely. We'll put it on 2x speed so we can see. There we go. Get the knockback on the Grizzle. Now the Grizzle's in range of those arrows. So your arrows are hitting 4. Now, like I said, if we really heavily invested into the Gwyneth to get 30 signature item, we'd be melting stuff a lot faster. But the Pharrell fears, man, they're so handy. They're so handy, and like the energy slow and it just everything about Pharrell is just handy in this, and backed up by an Arthur. Even though Arthur is not really buffing these guys, that's the other thing. We do so much more damage if Arthur was at 30 signature item. But hey, it's not too bad. Not 30, 20 is where he gets the damage bonus, isn't it? Let's double check Arthur. Let's double check. I just want to check my facts. If I can find Arthur, there he is. Because 30 is his protection. Yeah, so he's immune. But we really want to get to 20 because then we get the 30% crit rating. Like that's huge. That's what I'm really looking for. So then we'd start melting stuff. But hey, let's go in. Let's get this. Okay, this does have a Sylvina and it does have an Estrilda. Unfortunately, this ain't going to work for this one because of the Estrilda. She's just going to straight one-shot my Peggy. But like, can we still actually make this function? Can we just not worry about the Peggy? All right. that unfortunately, as soon as I got through, I knew it was going to do this where all the stages are not going to be able to do. Ooh, oh, I thought Peggy actually got protected there. Let's try it with the Arthur down there. Let's see if he, because he'll survive. It's just he won't be doing any buffs. Nah, ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Let's try it like this with a Leica. Nah, not getting there. Okay, unfortunately that team does not get it done the way I want to, but that is pretty much what I wanted to show in this video. Not saying it's the best comp, it's just the first thing besides a Flora comp, which was the only other thing I could think of for Peggy. I feel like she does have the synergies for Gwyneth. Whether it's good enough synergies to warrant the spot in the team is another thing. But I was just like, Peggy is one of those units. I feel like eventually she's going to have something like, she's just going to be like really amazing at something. But I'm not sure. I just really like her kit. But for now, I mean, it's not a bad synergy. Like, on paper, the synergies between her and Gwyneth are there. Like, proccing Gwyneth's signature item, and just buffing that. They're both light bearers. She does have the extra little bit of shielding and the extra bit of healing, which is always nice support. Obviously the Knights having the knockback as well. I just feel like the paper synergies are really there. Unfortunately, like, I just don't have my team built well enough to properly test it. But if anyone out there does get the Peggy on trial or something like that with like the proper team built for it, let me know how it does go, because Gwyneth is one of those synergies that I can just see with it. I also tried Joker in the team, didn't quite work for me because my Joker's pretty trash basically. But even though he's got the gear, he needs his signature item. He needs a bit more upgrades. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what you guys think of Peggy. Any other synergies you can see, because I'm keen to test them on my global servers as well to test it out. But anyway, that is Peggy, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.